So I'm back with a 4-month update. The kids have been on holiday, so it has not been easy to film and make videos. The house is trashed, so there's so much to do after they go to bed. So it just hasn't been as easy as I thought that it was going to be, but they're out for the minute, so I can update you on how everything is going. So 2 of my friends have joined for their children. They're also doing the program, which is really exciting. It's nice to have other people to discuss everything with, and their kids have different learning disabilities, so it'd be really interesting to see their experience and how they find it. The greatest risk I realized when they started that made me feel a bit nervous is that they were going to fall off the wagon. Essentially, it does feel like, you're learning new habits, you're learning new behaviors, and it's irritating to have to think about it every day. And they have boys, so getting a boy, a young boy to do these things, even the neurologist said it is harder with boys. They've got more energy, they tend to be slightly less compliant than girls. So I just really hope that they stick to it and that they keep going. And sometimes, because the exercises are quite simple and easy, it can feel like this can't possibly work. So you really have to have faith to keep going day after day. And it takes quite a while to see improvement. So yeah, it requires tenacity and just faith to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even though you can't really see where you're going. Almost like being in the middle of the sea and someone says there's land in this direction, but every day you sail and you don't really see land. It's one of those types of excursions. So you need to be confident that at the end of this, there is going to be land, which I felt from the beginning, and we stuck to it. And I did find like a slump after the second appointment, because you're like, doing all the work and you really want to see what is the outcome after the second appointment. And it was so good, and we got great results. And then afterwards it was like, oh no, but we still have to carry on, So I didn't expect to psychologically find it harder, even though we did great, but I did. Now we're back into the routine again. I've gotten over that, and we went on holiday for a week, and then I was a bit antsy on that week's holiday because I thought, oh, are we going to backslide, all the stuff that we've done, but it just wasn't possible. And he'd said, it's fine, try to stick to the diet, try to stick to the supplementation, which we didn't. But yeah, it's very stimulating for the brain to be on holiday, so it's fine. But there wasn't backsliding when we came back. I thought when she went back to doing her stairs exercises and her exercises on the computer that she would be behind where we left, but she wasn't. So that was encouraging. Almost like riding a bicycle, I guess. She kind of got the circuitry hardwired in the brain. So yeah, it remained, even though it wasn't exercised those weeks. So 4 months in, I would say we're going great. There's been big leaps in her abilities with the games that she has to do. I would highly recommend the program. So one of the programs that he's given us after the second appointment to stimulate the brainstem and the eyes is called Engaging Eyes, and anyone can sign up and use it. And I would highly recommend that you do if your child is struggling with reading or any form of dyslexia. And basically, they send you 3D glasses, and then the game will test your ability, and then you'll start on the appropriate level. And it works on 3D perception, and then it says basically what each exercise is dealing with. It can be tracking, it can be, moving to different targets, it can be depth of focus, of vision, all sorts of things. It's been really, really good. And you're like, one of them, which one is it? Target practice A causes her to have like eye strain and a bit of a headache, but it says that that's supposed to happen. That's, you're retraining the eyes, and that's what it feels like. And she really struggled, and we would like get blocked at certain levels, and then boom, all of a sudden you push through, and she would go up, 2-3 levels. And then again, we have like another plateau, struggle, and then boom, we go through. So it's been really interesting to see. And with the program, it gives you a report, so you can kind of track daily how things are going, which I really like, instead of feeling a little bit in the dark, like you just wait for the appointment to know what the improvement is. So Engaging Eyes, it's £12 a month if you, it's on Dyslexia Gold. It's part of the Dyslexia Gold suite of products. But if you just get Engaging Eyes, it's £12 a month and they will send you the 3D glasses. I highly recommend it. And then, yeah, on the whole, I would say academically, there was an improvement in her, between her autumn and her end of year report, massive improvement. She is just doing maths tutoring over the summer, nothing else. But I'm hoping that when she starts back at school in September, she will report that she's finding it easier in class. That's kind of the next big milestone that we're looking forward to. And that at that point, I will feel like we're on the home straight. Once she's starting to find the academic work in class less difficult and less like a hardship for her. The things that are easy for other people, hopefully she will be starting to find easy as well. So we are still here, we are still on the path, and thank God it's still going good. So I will keep you updated as much as I can over the summer. I think that it will be realistically less than before, but I will do my best. So take care, everyone, and speak soon.